today we're going to do the Firelands raid just on 25-man heroic, just to see if we can get some raw gold that way and what the Transmorg is like now that you can pick it up across multiple classes, like the Warband usage. It would be nice to pick up more than cloth Transmorg for myself. So I'm going to run this today. We'll see what we get in terms of gold. I've used a treasure finding potion, because, opening them all at the end I think would be quite satisfying. So we'll see how we go. So initially I'm just going to do the trash on repeat for a little bit, go through, clear the trash, avoid the bosses, and reset just to try and make the most out of that treasure finding potion. It cost me about 190 gold to buy off the auction house, so this would be cheaper if you're an alchemist and you could make it. I'm a tailor and an enchanter, so I can't, but I do suspect that the cost will work out in the end anyway. I think there could be more value in doing this dungeon if you're also a skinner, just because all of those dogs and the turtles can be skinned. Just make sure you check on the auction house before you come what that's selling for on your realm to make sure it's worthwhile, because it would add a significant amount of time to the run. So much running backwards and forwards. They see me running, they hate it. It'll never not be old the way they all drop dead when you click that one button. We are getting all of that transmog for the other gear, for the plate and the mail. Perhaps just a little bit of OCD the way all those boxes have to be in the same bag. So my bag's getting pretty full by this point. So if you're going to do this run with that treasure box, with that treasure hunting potion, make sure you've emptied your bags better than I did. Gee, first that big guy ignores me and then the turtles. What's a girl got to do to get some attention around here? This is relatively mindless, this farm. It's not one of the most enjoyable ones I've done. I think opening the boxes at the end is going to be the highlight of this. So it's definitely something you could do at the same time as something else. I think picking up a speed potion would have been worthwhile here too. Maybe changing my enchants to speed enchants as well, just to make the most out of this. I think the transmog value of this run could be interesting. I know transmog doesn't always sell and it's really dependent on your server, but I do think we will get some money, some gold out of the equipment we're picking up here. So rudely, they won't let me organize my bags while I'm disorientated here. I feel like we got a bit gypped in the treasure box department for that mob. Gee, that boss moves fast. Got to run around him. Look at all those treasure boxes. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I love opening things. You should see my bank is just full of lock boxes, and I'll make a video when I eventually get around to opening those, but it's always a bit of a rush. That big monster ignoring me again. No manners. So if you've made it this far and you haven't gone deaf from listening to my rambling, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's always helpful. And offer any comments if you want me to do a particular type of video, or if you want me to run through a raid so you don't have to, and let you know what the results of that are. We're getting a lot of these purple BOE drops, so I'm not sure how valuable they're going to be, because I've picked up just a lot of them in the run. So I suspect for Transmorg they're not going to do so well. We've done this run a couple of times now, this trash run. We haven't picked up any Ember Silk cloth, so I suspect if you're going to farm anything for Cataclysm, if you can find a good spot for Ember Silk, maybe that would be worth looking at, just because we've had nothing drop here. Definitely running out of room in my bags. I think I'm going to have to disenchant the necklaces and rings. They're not going to sell for Transmorg anyway, and the vendor value isn't really that much. And yeah, I think the dust will be more value. So I've decided to do the bosses in this final run. I've had a bit of enough of doing this on repeat. So we're going to do the bosses, see if we can pick up any achievements, just for killing it quickly. I've been in here a couple of times, so probably not. It's always worth killing the Firebird boss, just in case it drops the mount anyway. And if it drops the mount in this video, that's a win. Oh no, the dreaded inventory is full. Just selling some of the bind on pickup purples we picked up from the boss, so they're not taking up space. We have to vendor them anyway, might as well not carry them around. pretty dramatic screaming there from the NPC. Damn, no birdie mount for me. Just as a side note, how funny is this music on ×2 speed? Realized pretty quickly it wasn't worth killing the spawns here. Also, lava will still kill you at max level with like a 607 eye level, so, you know, learn from my mistakes and don't play in the lava. You can see the boss running along in the distance there. We already figured out he moves pretty quickly, so we're not going to bother chasing him. We'll just go around the other way and meet him when he catches up to us. Look, there he is. How quickly does that little bugger move? Getting some Avengers reputation here while doing this raid. So if reputation farming is a thing you like, or if there's something in particular that this group has that you want to buy, it's worth looking at there. As a side note, I thought I could skip the spider boss, but it turns out I couldn't, and now I have to go back and kill it anyway. We're running, 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 running. We're running, 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 running. Look at that spider boss run away with its 1 health bar. Takes an insanely long time to be allowed to walk on this bridge. Boing, 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 boing. These runs can take a while. I have to amuse myself somehow. Sigh, inventory is full again. Nearly there, nearly there. Look at this mini tantrum we have to endure before he finally dies. He just throws stuff all over the place. I've got 2 toddlers and their tantrums aren't this impressive. My inventory is full again. My lesson is learned. I will make more room in my bags in future. Just deciding what to disenchant here. So we picked up 46 of these treasure boxes, and it seems like a good time to see what's in them. Most of it is golden regions, and it's going into my bag here. Just as a side note, opening these is as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. Now to go see how much all of this Transmorg lists for on the auction house. I'm not going to be one of those people that say, look at all this gold I made because I've listed stuff on the auction house here. I know Transmorg doesn't always sell. What I'll do is I'll make another video at another time when I open the mail from this run to show you what did and didn't sell. Some of it's listing as okay prices. I'm a bit hesitant to think that this is all going to come back. So yeah, Transmorg is always a bit iffy. You win and you lose, and more often than not, you lose with Transmorg. So in the end, I made a little under 1,700 gold in raw gold for this run. It wasn't as impressive as some of my other gold farms, but if running old content is something you're enjoying and you just want to go back and do it, or you're looking for something in particular, like a transmog run for yourself, I mean, some of that other transmog stuff might sell, but it is a might. You're going to have to be patient waiting for that stuff to go. So if you're looking for quick gold, this isn't the way to do it. But I think in terms of if you're going to those old raids to do something else, like get achievements or transmog for yourself, it's worth doing, even though the gold is low. I'm only listing the easy things here. If I have to type in a price for myself, I'll just disenchant it, and that's probably the wrong way to go. I'm not totally invested in transmog farming. I mean, I've done it before in the past, and it does take a lot of patience and bag space. So, if you've seen something here that I've disenchanted that you've been trying to get for ages, I'm sorry to break your heart that way. But yeah. It is a nice added bonus that disenchanting gets you the transmog now. You used to have to equip it and then disenchant it, but this is a nice time saver. So I've actually picked up a lot of Transmorg for myself this run, so that's been nice. And just, as always, the key piece of WoW information is that girls don't play WoW. All right, you have a great day.